my screen?
Yes, sir.
Okay, perfect. So we are doing the last lesson for week 7. So this is the last lesson for the week. And it's going to be short because most of the aspects we have already discussed in lesson 19 and lesson 20, where we looked at the videos. So here I'm just going to run through everything that we have done so far, just as a checklist. But before I do so, I'd like someone to just give us a recap. You know, it always helps, especially to refresh your mind as well. This is not a test, but it helps, to remember the things that we discussed in the previous lesson.
Oh, okay. So we were basically discussing. We looked at questions based on a Nike ad, which had which was advertising an all-woman night run, and we were also discussing the products that they sell, and the use of marketing that they use to, or the strategies that they use to reach their target audience.
Mm. Okay. Yeah, which is true. That's what we engaged on, because the good thing about digital marketing, we do not only discuss on things that are related to selling or promotion. We look at everything that an organization is involved with. So we do not only look at products, for example. We look at the processes, we look at the finances. We look at the performance of a company. Next year, you guys, if you are going to choose to do digital marketing 3, we are going to be discussing the 7S framework of an organization, that incorporates everything that an organization is known for. So that's the good thing. So we do not only look at Nike or at funeral cover as a product. We look at the entire context, that would bring that product to light. If it's Nike, we look at its culture, we look at its origin, we look at its impact, in sporting, not just from a clothing point of view, but also, from a celebration point of view, slogan point of view. So that's how crucial digital marketing is, especially when comparing it with other disciplines. We always dig deeper, understand the channels, understand the platforms, understand the management, the from CEO to junior level. However, in this lesson, I'd like to find out first from you guys. Remember in the previous lesson, I asked you which subject do you think it's way much difficult? Are there any key areas in this subject that we've covered so far that you'd like us to discuss? Like which topic or which concept do you think at the moment you're struggling with in digital marketing and would like us as a class to engage on?
So just this is I think this is in the assignments as well. So it's basically the difference between the character. So when you ask for the service, the character, I think it's the characteristics of service quality, but then because there's characteristics for service and then there's for service quality. So is that the same thing or is it different?
Mm, I'm struggling to understand what you mean.
Okay. let me go to
HD.
let me go to the question quickly.
Okay, I'm also looking for the assignment as we speak. Let me just write F1. F1 brief.
Which question was it? I'm just looking for it. Oh, it's the third question. So it says it's identifying the five service quality dimensions. But then I know that we also had a discussion on I think it was the five what was it, qualities of service or something like that. So what I wanted to ask was, is service so service quality. I just wanted to confirm that service quality is eh, different to service itself.
It is, there's no material difference. I'm just looking for the lesson that actually spoke about that because so the dimensions, those will be the angles that you use in assessing service quality. And I remember the slides. I wanted to bring those slides to light, but I remember the slides that actually spoke about the dimensions. So the introduction to the slides gave the definition of service quality. Then after that, it looks at five key areas where you need to unpack service quality. So those would be the dimensions.
Okay. Okay.
I don't know if
I'll
I'm
just
making any sense.
no, you are. I
So
was just
I'm actually multitasking because I'm also looking for the slides themselves. HDMR. Yeah, I'll have to dig deeper. Um, but it's there. If you look at question 3 on the screen, Maeso, using 5 service quality dimensions, the service quality framework asks customers about their expectations and experience. Remember, we spoke about expectations, experience, and perceptions. Do you remember the lesson, Maeso? Because I've been with you in all the lessons, I actually remember when we discussed this.
yes. Sorry, I was looking for. Yeah. I do remember.
Yeah, so just think about 3 aspects: perceptions, expectations, and experience. And look at the dimensions from those angles. You won't be lost because remember, you already have your product at the beginning, right? Now you need to tell us, to indicate, you need to conduct like a sort of a secondary research and then indicate customers' expectations, experiences, and how they'll think about the service provider concerning each quality dimension.
Oh, so I did find the slide. It's lesson 7.
Okay. Notes 7. I don't understand why I can't find them here on my side. Maybe they are named in a different manner. Otherwise, you're going to go there. Can you share a screen from your side?
I can try.
F6. Lesson 7. Okay, got it. Um,
Yeah, so that question where it says the five characteristics of services, that's that's what I was trying to ask about, whether it's different from the dimensions of service quality.
no, it's not different.
So are
It's
those
not.
the ones that so the five
Yes,
key characteristics of service, those are the ones we use for the dimensions.
yes, they are.
Okay.
Yeah, I've also confirmed here. Yeah. And please do not confuse our service quality dimensions with these gaps. Are there any other questions?
From not
Nompumelelo, are you
from
good?
Yes, I'm good. I don't have any questions.
Miles, you're saying something?
no, I was trying to say from my side, I think I'm fine for now.
Okay. All right, guys. Remember, don't forget about these areas as part of your revision. By now, you should be able to know what digital media is. You should be able to know how digital media is used in marketing communications. We discussed that, especially looking at the funeral cover and Nike. You should be able to know the macro influential influences that we did last week, if I remember. Guys, where's Matome? Is anyone friends with Matome?
He was in my digital marketing class. I mean, what's it? My design thinking class yesterday. But that's as much as I know.
Yeah, because he's a part-time student. So my concern is that I only have Nompumelelo as my student. So it means that if there's any urgent communication, I can always communicate with Nompumelelo, and I don't feel I'm feeling bad for excluding him, especially in the WhatsApp group. For example, if I'm having technical issues, I know that my are in this class because of a timetable clash. But for him now, I don't know how to reach out to him. If you bump into him, so please tell him to text me. Nompumelelo, are you not buddies with Matome?
No, I don't know him. Um, my sister said he was in the design thinking class, of which it's a full time class. So how is he a part-time student? Because I've never seen him in any of the second year's classes also.
He told me he was part-time the day he has attended this class about 3 times, if I remember.
No, he has attended before, I remember. But I think it
Mm.
was also, but I think he's attended when Nompumelelo wasn't present.
Yeah, I understand. But if he was part-time, I would see him at
In other classes.
yes, like
Mm.
academic literacy, or yeah, I think academic literacy and design thinking, because it's a second year's subject.
Well,
Okay.
unless maybe he's in the same situation as me, where
Yeah,
As
true.
you.
where
Yeah.
digital marketing clashes with one of his full-time classes.
Mm.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think that's the
All right. I know with time I'll get hold of him. Then we also discussed the market environmental influences and we looked at the 6 I's. Do you remember the 6 I's, guys?
Yeah, I had them
The
written
ones that
down.
differentiate digital media from traditional media.
Yeah, I wrote
For
them
ex-
down. I
Mhm.
remember that.
For example, digital
This,
media is interactive. So the first
oh
one
yes,
I
yes,
is
I've got them.
interactive. Mm.
There's interactivity,
Yes.
intelligence,
Mm-hmm.
individualization, if, or
Mm-hmm.
individualism, I think it is. Yeah, integration, industry
Restructuring and independence
yes,
of location.
restructuring, yes. Industry restructuring and independence of location.
Yeah, you must always keep those in mind, guys, because they are the ones. If you come across a question between an examination that says that differentiate digital media from traditional media in forms of 6 I's, you can always mention those. Then yes, digital media convergence happens a lot in this country because it bridges the digital divide. So you realize that you can converge media in form of digital platforms, using digital offline media and online media. Also using different platforms like email, integrating media across email, across YouTube websites and so forth. Most companies are doing that as well, bringing cultures together. We spoke about cultural convergence. If you go to the previous slides, especially those for last week. Are there any more questions, guys? Then, of course, we've got the marketing mix, which is the 7 P's. And by now, you should be able what each P stands for there and why it matters in digital marketing, right? Which P would you think you'd like to have some explanation on it?
I think from my side, I'm good.
Your mic is unmuted, Nompumelelo.
physical evidence.
Mm. Yeah, physical evidence and process, those two are always tricky for many because they can be understood from, many contexts depending on the kind of the product that, you are having. For example, nowadays, we know that most products we get online, right? So how would you then, you know, get the feel of something that you are having online before you touch it? Because physical evidence is all about your 5 senses. So this refers to the tangible aspects of a service or a product that customers can see, feel, or experience, such as the environment, equipment, or appearance. So if it's a service, we know that a service you cannot see. You cannot see the advice from a lawyer because it's a service. However, you can experience it. You can say based on my experience with the service that I got from Advocate Dalimpofu, this is the evidence that you have because something that you once engaged with. Does it make sense, Nompumelelo?
Yes, it does.
Mm. Then the process is all about the procedures and systems used to deliver products or services, ensuring efficiency and customer certification. So this has got a huge impact on digital marketing because you realize that, for example, if Shin processes its order from 15 to 20 working days, then its competitor only takes 5 days to process the order. That has got an impact on customer choice and customer loyalty, right? I don't know if my example makes sense there, but I know that how long some e-commerce takes to process their order has got an impact on consumer choice because sometimes you want something that you love, but you know that it's going to take ages to be delivered to you, end up buying from a competitor, even if it's something that you do not like.
Yeah, true.
Pardon?
Yeah, it is true in most cases.
So that's process, and process is not only e-commerce, even your DSTV, you want internet from them, they are taking ages to get you connected or to have you receive that router. You end up going to a competitor and say that no, these ones they'll be fast enough. So process are actually part of how brands, engage with customers, especially from an order point of view, because now customers will be frustrated. How long is it going to take for me to receive my product? Then you marketers have to be involved to try to calm them down. This is what I had for you guys today, this week. Are there any questions?
What's that?
Remember, guys, next week is submission period. Then after submitting next week, I know that very well that once you've done it your submission, it will take me less than 5 hours to mark your assignment. So by then I would have known your results. I'll just wait for the marks to be moderated. However, as soon as you guys have submitted the assignment, a week after, we are going to do F2 briefing. Are you aware of that? Before you can heal from F1, we are going to do F2 briefing.
I am well aware of that.
Good boy. But of course, we are going to do revision because I would have marked your assessments. So we are going to do revision so that, whatever mistakes or things that you omitted in the previous assignment, you can then work on them in the F2 assignment. So we won't just do the briefing, but we'll do revision for F1 before we do the briefing for F2. Are we all good, Nompumelelo?
Yes, seem like we're never gonna heal, but anyway.
Human beings are used to healing. How many times have you been heartbroken, for example?
I will.
Yet here you are, standing with all lungs and all kidneys.
So sorry, I just thought of a question. What's the pass mark for the F1?
It should be 15%, I'm not sure. It should be
15%.
15%. Yeah, it's not that bad. The S1 is the one that is 45.
It
Oh,
should
I
be.
see. Wait, did you
Why
say
is Nompumelelo
15?
screaming? I didn't hear Nompumelelo. Nompumelelo, you screamed. What do you say?
I didn't scream.
Wait, so
I think
did you mean 15 as in 1-5?
Wait, I want to hear from Nompumelelo first, Myers. You are talking too
Okay, okay.
much. I'm joking, Maeso. Nompumelelo, what were you saying?
I wanted to say no, you are wrong. There's no way.
Okay.